Hello everyone, my name is Pratik Tamre and today we are at the 8th edition of Asia Pacific Precious Metals Conference here in Singapore. I am Mr. Roland Wang from the World Gold Council China here. Hello sir, how are you doing?
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Sir, if you can just brief us about the China market and the gold market in China a little bit. Investment wise, what is trending in the market as of now?
Well, as you know, that China is still the world number one gold consumption country as well as the production country. In terms of the consumption, last year and the first quarter, actually the jewelry demand is decreasing quite a much because of the high price and the low consumption trends. However, the investment market still keep going, and for obvious purpose. Actually, we understand in China that the investment demand is still very strong, both last year and this quarter, the past quarter. And in terms of jewelry, the total volume demand decreased. However, if you read the total value of the consumption, it's still climbing up year-on-year comparison. So, in terms of in terms of the trends of the investment, we have seen more institution investment into the market. That's number one. As you know, that China regulators opened the market for a pilot sort of a period, allowed 10 insurance companies to invest in gold. Basically, there's a detailed requirement of that, but that is the first time for the local insurance companies can invest in gold. And that's on one side. That will have 1 year test market. Until then, the regulator will take actions to say whether they open to more insurance companies to come into the gold market. That's number one. Second, we have seen more public funds to allocate gold as part of their portfolio, so as asset management to basically form their asset management strategies. We have seen in the past 2 years, the data shows that there are more funds can invest in gold, already started to allocate it from 5% even to 15% or 20% of the asset into gold, which because of the very good performances of the gold price in the past 2 years, so they bring a lot of good return to their portfolio. So that's another one. In terms of course, in terms of the investment market, there's another good positive development is the local gold ETF market grow dramatically in the past 1.5 years, especially in the past 6 months. So already China Gold ETF is still largest in Asia, and the leading one named Huang Gold ETF has basically accumulated gold ETFs quantity reached close to 100 tons. That's the investment. The physical demand is also very strong, mainly through the commercial banks, as well as the bullion houses, and through the retail jewelry retail stores to sell to the investors. The last trends in terms of at the investment sector is we have seen obviously a larger group of young consumers started to invest in gold. They mainly come to buy through the internet channels, to buy gold ETFs, to buy gold bonds, as well as some financial gold products. So that's a very positive signal for the gold starting to attract the younger generation of investors. We'll come back to the gold jewelry market. Of course, we have seen the headwinds, mainly because the high price of gold. So gold jewelry market has more challenging than before. But from the positive side, we have seen the emerge of new categories coming into the market by the Chinese manufacturers, which is called hard pure gold, that make 24 karat gold, keep the current purity, but make it harder so that it can be hard enough to make gem set on it, as well as it can make very hollow products, so that you can provide more light pieces of the jewelry, which can be more accessible to the buyers at their high price level. This is a new category, sort of innovation by the Chinese manufacturers, and the retailers and the manufacturers started to push the product. The World Gold Council organized the whole jewelry industry, as well as the regulators, to come out a standard. We call it industry standard for this new category, a hard pure gold category, to make sure that both the trade and as well as the investors, the retailers, as well as the consumers, have the neutral standard, basically build up the confidence on the new category, and also it's easier to have the high quality control on these new products, so that keep this gold jewelry industries have a sustainable growth in the future.
Is there enough investment demand for bars and coins as well as ETFs as well? So you mentioned ETFs being a large component, and one ETF name which is almost reached 100 tons. Are there any other ETFs in the market as well which people can see? And what are the main drivers for bars and coins growth as an investment product in China?
Yeah, first of all, there are more than 10 gold ETFs already available in the marketplace. Of course, among the 10, there are about the top 3 basically accounts for about more than 90% of the market share. That's for obvious. On the other hand, in terms of they become more popular especially among the institutional investors, and as well as the younger generation of investors. In terms of the physical bars, demand is still strong. People buy it mainly for 2 purposes. Well, of course, one is the store of value against this uncertainty the world, and the second is that, of course, it's a choice for family heritage. Third reason is that for the gifting purpose. So there are more elder group of investors. They buy it and then they use it as a part of their family treasuries and pass to the next generations. It's getting more popular. So in terms of the gifting opportunities, small gold bars, let's see, from 5 grams, 3 grams to 10 grams, is becoming more popular as a gift for the investors among the holiday seasons. So that's basically form the basic physical demand. In terms of the institutional demand, they mainly invest in gold ETFs or some pure financial products rather than the physicals. But those financial products, either a gold ETF or some sort of asset management products, the benchmark of their products are still the physicals. So that's why the physical demand, investment demand going up quickly. The market share from the total demand by the investment sector grows from 30% in the past, now close to, let's say, 55% of the total demand.
If we can talk about the Chinese jewelry a little bit.
Yes.
You said that the demand has been decreasing, and that is mainly because of the prices. Will there be a renewed interest in Chinese jewelry once the prices seem to come down a little bit? And what are the sentiment of people who buy jewelry in China or investment purposes as well? Do they tend to keep it for a very long time and hold it, or do they just tend to buy the dip and sell the high?
Thank you for a good question. Number one, the jewelry demand is still strong. People now hesitate to buy new ones because, first of all, the gold price jumped too quickly, or they fluctuate very dramatically. That basically stopped a majority of the immediate purchase, because consumers say, well, the gold price rise too quickly. They worry whether they will come down again. And the ideal situation is that gold price steadily grows up. If they drop dramatically, people still stop purchase because they think that they will further drop. So basically, that's the situation. Secondly, because of the overall economy performances in China, so the consumption slowed down, not only for the jewelry sector, but for other sectors. So consumers becomes more conservative to spend. However, we have seen the sort of a sign of the younger generations coming into the market, and they started to buy lighter pieces, new trends products. So our recent market research shows that there are more than 75% of the gold jewelry purchaser last year intended to buy new ones this year in the next coming 12 months, which is very high percentage. The ownership is already very high. I'm pretty sure, like India, the ownership of the gold jewelry in China is over 95%. Oh. So the challenging for the local jewelry industries, how do you attract more repeat purchase? Second is, how do you attract newcomers, mainly the younger generations, just graduate from the college? So that's two challenging, questions to the whole industries. How do we solve it? So first of all, we say we generate new products so that you attract the consumers to repeat purchase. Yeah. Secondly, can you offer the product which can fit into their affordable budget? And the high price, they have a fixed budget for purchase of gold jewelry. So under that fixed level of budget, how can you provide a better design, more meaningful products for them? So that's number one. Second is that there is a trend, becomes more purchase online. So how do you attract the younger generation, reach the younger generation through the online platforms? That's another challenge. So traditional way of marketing by the jewelers still focus on the traditional way of marketing, but they need a new phase of mindset and techniques to use it. But luckily, we have seen some of the advanced, fast-developed jewelers started to use AI approach, and also on the online sort of advertisement, more on social media platform to reach the targeted young generations. That's a good sign. It's all the development based on the new technologies and new source of ideas to basically push out. The World Gold Council organized the whole leading retailers and manufacturers to promote heavily on the newly developed categories, which is hard pure gold, starting from last year. And because of, as I mentioned, we have come out the new standard, industry standard for it, which is formally implemented through May 1st this year. Okay. So that the retailers and consumer has more confidence on it, and they started to promote it more heavily. So we believe that category will bring the new sort of hope for the whole industry in the coming sort of 1 or 2 years at least. Yeah. This
is the 8th edition of the APPMC, and you have been attending this conference since I think its inception.
Yes.
If you can just tell us what are the changes you have seen in the conference since the first edition till the 8th edition?
Well, thank you. First of all, I'm really glad that I have been invited to join this conference for many years, and also I'm be part of the contributors for the China market, especially on behalf of the World Gold Council, together with the China trade representatives. One obvious advanced made is the number of attendance of the conference. I heard this year there will be more than 600 attendants. Yes. That is a big achievement, of course, with the effort of the SBMA, together with LBMA and World Gold Council and the sponsors, as well as the organizers. This becomes the largest Asian industry event. So it provides this opportunity and a platform for the whole industries to meet together to talk about the new trends of the market, and also what is the new development for the market to exchange ideas. And secondly, it provides a platform for people to basically expand their business scope of work. That's good part. I'm also glad to see there's more attendance from a China market, both from the refineries, trading houses, banks, as well as some of the manufacturers. So I'm pretty sure that they will find their opportunities, and we know that there's more wishes for the Chinese players to expand their business in Far East region and Asia, and even to the Middle East. So I'm pretty sure that this event will provide opportunity for them to meet new business partners.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir, for this opportunity, and thank you once again.
My pleasure.
Yeah.